Lights, camera, action.
When a script is written that is so bad, no one will film it. These brave podcasters will bring it to life just so they can mock it. This is Table Reads.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Table Reads with Sean McBee, Jeff Lewis, and Joshua Baker.
Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Table Reads. Jeff is here. I'm here. Josh is here.
¿Cómo estás?
We're all here. What's not here for my YouTube viewers is the script.
Whoa.
We had some technical difficulties, so Jeff gets to be out there and in the open. And I've sort of repositioned the camera a little bit so people can maybe see my face a little.
I'm terrified. I usually hide behind the art.
Yes,
And
well,
nothing.
now there's nothing for you to hide behind. Everybody gets to see your pretty face.
No!
All right, we're all visible. It's great. So, welcome to Table Reads. This is episode, I think, 114.
Don't fuck it up.
It's
114.
part 4 of Frank Miller's Batman Year One, the film that would have been directed by Darren Aronofsky.
Hold on. I'm going to help you out, Sean. 13, 14, 15, 16. So now it's one of those, right? So now when you have audio clips of us saying each of the teens, so you can insert them after you say
It's
116.
It's 114. I just went and looked.
Holy crap! Didn't we just do 100?
It just happened.
That
was last year. That was 2019.
It's been 14 hours of this shit already.
Holy shit.
Minimum. We go over all the time. Like,
Middle Earth to Gotham, 14 hours. That's how long that takes.
that's a long hike.
We did good.
Well, you take that shortcut that goes like right past Minas Tirith and directly to Mount Doom.
Yeah.
That's-
Gotham's on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
It took us almost as long to talk about the one script as all the Lord of the Rings movies actually took to watch.
It's true. It's very true. So,
We're
this
talking
is
about
part
Batman.
4 of Batman Year One, and I love talking about
I like
Batman.
talking about Batman more, but
It's one of my favorite things to talk about in the world.
Does it have Tom Bombadil in it?
It does not have Tom
don't know.
I don't know how you know Tom Bombadil's name. How did you remember that?
Just because we talked about
Y'all
it.
said it, and I never got to introduce him. At one point, I thought he was a horse.
I don't know if you guys can see on YouTube there. If you're not on YouTube, you should check out the YouTube channel because I have a bat shrine,
Look at all
actually.
this.
I've got an original page of Norm Brayfogle art and a Norm Brayfogle sketch.
The original artist, William Shakespeare.
And the Shakespeare bust from the 66 show and all little trinkets and doodads. I love me some Batman.
He does love Batman.
And, let's talk about where we've been in this script.
Previously on Table Reads.
So we've been telling the well-known Batman origin. You're familiar with it. Young Bruce Wayne sees his parents murdered before his eyes and decides to dedicate his life to selling scrap. Right across the street from where his parents were murdered. So after 15 years of the scrap life, Bruce decides to take a stand against crime. So he goes out and goads people into attacking him so that he can crime fight them. Eventually, he decides, through a weird mixture of sporting goods shopping and people mistaking the mark his signet ring leaves on the bruised faces of criminals, to become the Batman. As the Batman, hyphenated, he fights his way up the ring of Gotham's underworld until he finally punches his way to the general of crime, Estrada.
Fade in.
Batman's greatest nemesis, Estrada.
It's Eric Estrada.
Okay. I hate chips.
I'm gonna punch.
Punch. Oh, that's good. That's a good.
Exterior, 6-story warehouse near Gotham docks. Later. By the way, for those of you who do enjoy reading along on the YouTube channel and are sad that you cannot this time, you can go to tablereadspodcast.com, go to the scripts page. It's there. You can download it. You can read along. So do that. Enjoy the awfulness that is about to happen to you.
Fade in.
Fade in.
Exterior, 6-story, period, warehouse, period, near Gotham docks. Later, close-up of a syringe. The tip makes a dimple in Estrada's neck.
This is hydrostricnine sulfate.
I knew you were going to mess it up.
Fuck.
Strychnine.
This is hydrostricnine sulfate.
There you go.
You think of it as a cross between truth serum and the worst acid trip of your life. Makes the stuff they had at Woodstock feel like aspirin.
The Batman presses the sinister syringe into Estrada's carotid artery. You know, I've never seen carotid spelled out. It really threw me for a loop. Or carotid? Carotid artery.
His karate artery.
His karate artery.
There's an immediate change in Estrada's attitude.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, shit!
Arkham!
He injected science into my lungs.
Exterior, 6-story warehouse, morning. Okay, this is a dumb thing, and we're real early into this script to start picking shit apart, but in the previous scene, 6-story is the number 6 - story, period, warehouse, and this is 6-story written out. It's... How...
Well, they don't know that, Sean. They can't read the script.
Now they know because I said it, Jeff.
Oh, no. The illusion is broken.
Well, what happens? One scene to the next, he doesn't remember what his system is?
He probably stopped where we did. And then he picked it up the next week. He's like, where were we? We were in a 6-story warehouse.
I don't have an outline. I just remember something about whores.
Syringes.
Where are they at in this 6-story warehouse? It's not like top floor.
It's the exterior.
Bottom floor. Why are they outside? Why do we care?
Because Batman's, I don't know, hanging him off the ledge.
No,
Swear to me!
He's in now. We actually probably cut one scene too early to...
They both say exterior.
Oh, no.
Exterior, 6-story warehouse. Morning. An obviously drugged Estrada, duct taped to a 6th floor flagpole, rants loudly. A few cops stand around looking up at the spectacle. A crowd has gathered. Estrada yells to anyone who will listen. Did we have an Estrada?
Yeah,
Was
you
I
were
Estrada?
You were Estrada.
Who was Estrada? Like, what was Estrada?
He was like, I mean, I'm assuming Hispanic.
I don't remember being Hispanic.
Was I Estrada?
I don't think he had a line of dialogue. I think the Batman just comes in and he's like, "Ha ha, Estrada, gotcha."
Yeah, I don't think we got to
We're
that.
right. So
Yeah.
you can be Estrada. Oh, I was Sanchez. That's right.
Okay.
I was Sanchez.
So I was Estrada?
You can
No,
be.
no one has
Anyone
been
can
Estrada.
Be Estrada right now.
Open casting. Who wants it?
I don't want to talk back and forth to myself.
Okay. I can be Estrada. Well, I don't think he's got much left, so...
Spoiler.
He's duct taped to a pole.
Like a flag.
Okay, all right, Estrada. We get the girls from overseas. They work for us. Loeb takes money. He runs the show. The trains run on time. Keeps the show on the road. Police say, you do your job, we do your job. No, wait. I do my job, you pay me. Something like that.
That was him thinking out loud.
We go to the parties sometimes. I have a nice car.
The next character is Corrupt Cop. And he's talking to Junior Cop. Cut him down before someone hears him.
With this knife, get your fingerprints on it.
Can I just say, Josh, Estrada, I don't know, Jeff, did you feel this? He sort of went from being mildly Hispanic to mildly Asian.
Well, I don't make it a point to culturally appropriate anybody's culture.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
I'm appropriating all of them.
He's a
Sean.
cultural two-face.
Do you want some egg rolls? I don't know what the fuck Estrada's supposed to sound like.
Bananas and ramen.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
It does.
Dude, take my money.
I now want a Mexican-Japanese fusion restaurant.
Make it so.
The cop cuts him down, and we cut forward to... Cut forward? Interior.
It's
Gotham.
probably like it was probably gonna be like funny. Like you'd be like, swing, and then like it cut into the next scene or something like that. It's probably wanting a
The
sick
bat
transition.
spins up into the screen. Interior, Gotham Justice Building. Booking desk. Morning. Gordon rages at a desk sergeant.
This man is a known felon. He's on the most wanted list. We have numerous witnesses who heard him confessing to serious racketeering and corruption operations. You can't just let him go.
He walks. I got my orders.
Damn it!
Dent pulls Gordon off. Jesus, Jim, calm down. What do you expect? The man was assaulted, drugged, kidnapped. Nothing he says is admissible in court. No sane person will prosecute.
Bull. It was Loeb who sprung him to cover his own butt.
Gordon stomps off in a rage. You know, like a grown-up.
Whiskers waffling.
I love that Sean has remembered that Dent was like a cigar smoking like.
Oh no, that's Mayor No One.
That's Mayor No
Mayor
One.
No One.
He's fucking Lando.
The
He's
really,
Lando.
Oh,
the
that's
really
right.
bad 1989.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. That was your Lando.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I said specifically it wasn't Lando. He speaks differently in Batman 89.
No, I know.
And yes, it's bad. Obviously, it's bad.
No,
He
I love
already
it.
said that.
I love it though. No, it was fucking like you got a lot of
I'm going to
nerve
defend
in
myself
there,
a little bit here
No.
because I saw a video of Hank Azaria talking about what all his Simpsons voices are. And they're all bad impersonations of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like Mo is a bad Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't he say he was gonna stop doing Apu?
I think Apu is done. They're not writing lines for him anymore.
Yeah.
What they give him like a nice like British accent now.
That would work.
Hello.
Honestly.
Yeah. No, it would.
Let's see what Chief Wiggum I think was a bad Edward G. Robinson. Like
Oh, shit.
he says they're all just bad lazy impersonations. So I'm fine with doing a terrible impersonation of somebody and having it come across as if it's a unique voice.
I feel like I did a Pacino in this script somewhere, but I don't
You
remember
did.
what
You did
character was it.
Pacino, and I thought it was Richard Nixon.
Who was it though? It was it wasn't the
guy,
mayor. It
same
wasn't
guy.
Lowe. Oh, I gotta tell you,
Well, it is very Nixon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a crook.
Wow, your Nixon's better than your Pacino. Jesus.
How do
Okay,
you know which one I was doing?
we're way off base here, guys. We gotta move.
Welcome back to episode 130.
Previously on.
Previously on this episode. Exterior, the Gotham Justice Building, morning. The Batman sits in his Lincoln Continental across the street from the police station. In the morning light, it looks more like a souped-up limo than a demon car. Almost. The Batman is totally messed up. His clothes hang in tatters. Blood puddles in the footwell of the car. He listens to the tapes of Estrada's confession.
Here we go, Estrada. Give him your best as a confession.
Loeb runs the whole thing. Uses the cops as bagmen to collect and distribute the money. He's into everything. Numbers, girls. I need a warm up. What the fuck?
Yeah, we didn't warm up. My Batman sounded like a fucking.
Dude, Jesus. He's into everything. Numbers, drugs, girls, guns. You name it. He gets a cut. Hey, you don't look like my mother.
What? What?
Oh, because he's on the drugs.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, so it's like, hey,
you don't look like my mother.
Hey, you don't look like my mother.
You don't
Click.
like my mother.
What the fuck is this Estrada guy? Like,
He's
he's like a high-end, wearing a business suit, running prostitutes and shit, right?
Yeah, he's the general of crime in
Yeah.
Gotham.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you should have been
Yeah,
saying
this
that
is-
like slurry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Read it again. Do it again. Do a slurry. Like love.
Love runs the whole thing.
There you go.
Uses cops as bagman to collect and distribute the money. He's into everything. Numbers, drugs, girls, guns, you name it. He gets a cut. Hey, you don't look like my mother.
That's better.
I guess the question is,
context.
why is he telling his mother all of this?
Well,
He's bragging.
Hey, Mom, let me
He's
tell you about my
bragging.
crime.
My abuela.
My mother worked all her life. She never get past selling weed on the corner.
But me, I'm into everything.
now I'm selling weed by the truckload.
Numbers.
Numbers,
I like
girls,
girls.
seashells.
I do the drugs. Love. He get a cut.
Click.
We've
The
been on this
Batman-
line way more. Jesus.
The Batman turns off the machine and looks out his tinted window. Gordon storms out of the precinct house. A gazed and rumpled-looking Estrada, newly released, and Flass, his releaser, share a smile at Gordon's obvious fury.
The enemy is everywhere, even here. There's these so-called policemen nurture the cancer. They breed it in men like Estrada and turn it loose on my streets.
Your Batman was much deeper.
Way deeper.
It looks like Estrada is only another soldier. The real generals live in there.
This whole movie's gonna be just Batman versus the police.
Yeah.
Boo!
It's basically gonna be the scene from Birds of Prey, or the glorious, fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, where she goes in and assaults the. Have you guys watched the movie?
Yeah, I did.
Nope.
Well, she goes into the police station with
Spoilers.
with basically a t-shirt cannon.
Right.
And takes everybody out. It's fucking awesome.
This one I'm more into the sorry. Shit, I forgot what was I gonna say?
The Batman looks up at the Gotham Justice Building and says out loud,
It's your turn, Loeb. It's your turn, Loeb. I'm coming after you.
with a painful effort, the Batman puts the car in gear.
So I must climb higher still. Your loving son, Bruce.
I love it. The Lincoln drives off. Exterior, East End sidewalk, morning. Little Al walks down the same crappy sidewalk as before with his coffees and donuts.
I remember what I was going to say. It was on the hinge of you saying this is going to be Batman versus the police. I love that he's like making all these theatrics, and as soon as the cops come, he goes, "Oh shit, the cops!" And he just stabs the guy. We gotta hurry this up. Shit, tell me.
Cops are here.
Cops are here. Quick, where's the drugs?
Stop stabbing yourself.
Before it was all measured, he's like, so.
It's okay, officer. I'm helping him breathe.
Your loving son, Bruce.
But I love that.
Because
it's
you remember he cut the guy's throat to give him a tracheotomy
That's
so
right.
he could
yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
But I love the idea that he's like going through it and it's slow and measured and theatrical. It's like, oh, you'll be afraid. And then he's really goes, fuck. Like, it's like he's gathering all his shit into a duffel bag around the room. Like blowing out candles.
Exterior, junkyard behind Little Al's garage, morning. Little Al enters a transformed junkyard. Piles of junk have been moved, rearranged. Man, who's rearranging all my junk? I didn't sign off on this.
That pile used to be over there.
That's not the line, sorry. Bruce?
Crushed it.
All around, Little Al sees evidence of target practice, strange devices, and small explosions. There's the Lincoln Continental with blood pooled on the seat. He follows blood droplets up the wooden stairs that lead to Bruce's apartment. The door hangs slightly ajar. Little Al pushes it open and enters.
Where does he enter, Sean?
Interior. The Interior. The Batman's lair.
I can take that.
I was
so
wondering
far.
what you guys were gesturing about.
I was like, oh, I know he's
Bat
gonna get-
Day birth man.
Oh, that's Batman to you.
Batman.
It's like a Scottish or an Irish thing. I've got to go to me Batman's.
What's up, Batman?
It's me Batman's birthday
That's
this
the
week.
goddamn Batman.
Watch out! She'll beat you with her rolling pin.
She's got a broom. She hits you right in the face with it.
God damn it, that's good.
About the head and shoulders.
About the head and shoulders.
Interior, the Batman's lair, morning. Bruce's apartment has been transformed into a crime-fighting command center. There's a huge flowchart describing Gotham's crime. Okay, so he's just guessed. He's gotten out a Sharpie and a big old piece of paper.
He's crazy.
And he's written, guy I punched in the mouth, his boss, this guy whose arm I broke.
He didn't do any investigating.
He's done
No,
no
no.
investigating.
He just fight
he's
and bleed.
He's just a fucking lunatic who spent the last 15 years working in a scrapyard, peeping at prostitutes across the street, and going, I know how crime works.
Well, it's also really funny. I mean, even if you take Batman out of it, it's like the Batman's lair. Bruce's apartment has been transformed into a crime-fighting command center.
It's a lair.
Like he's like, get out of my lair! Like it's like I'm here for the rent. Like no, it's like, hey, are you gonna?
Bruce, this is my Batcave.
You know, that's a lot of tax in the wall. You gonna fix that?
You're
Or?
gonna lose your deposit.
I'm fighting crime.
Did you bleed on the floor? Like,
This is legitimately just like there's no way that you can shoot this where it's not just insane.
No,
It's conspiracy theory, the movie with Mel Gibson,
right.
but he's Batman.
That's why it would be funny if none of these guys were doing anything wrong. Like he's filling in the
Jeff,
blanks.
it's already funny. All of this is funny.
Well, it'd be funnier, I guess.
I kind of like it that he's crazy.
He's outside the police station talking to his dead father, presumably writing him a letter.
Bleeding
because
to-
that's what
bleeding.
he's doing all the rest of
Right.
the time.
The
So
bleeding.
he's sitting in his car, bleeding, writing a letter like, Dear Dad, the bad guy isn't really the bad guy that I thought he was.
There's more bad guys and they're cops.
The real bad guys are in there. Draws an arrow.
He just draws a shitty square building that says police on it. Like, look it up.
He has a red pen for that.
Yeah, a little-
Red arrow.
Yeah, he's got one of the pens that have the different colors as you click.
It's got
down.
blue and red, and he just puts a little light on top of the building, blue and red.
I gotta get in there.
The good news is I can go in, and there's a jail right inside. They live at the jail. The bad guys live at the jail.
I don't have to.
They're
put
just on the wrong side of the bars.
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe that's like the poetic way. But what if he's really dumb? He's like, all the criminals keep going into that building, like because they're arresting them.
headquarters.
So he goes in there. He's like, oh, let me hear it.
He just goes in and turns the locks around.
I got you.
He goes into a cell, turns the lock around. He's like, now I'm the only one that's not in jail.
The world is in jail. Your loving son, Bruce.
And the next 45 minutes of the movie is just him drooling on himself.
Jesus. All that crime going on out there.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm calling it. From here on out, we're making up Batman parodies based on this script
Just
every
this
episode.
One script. He never knew this one script would give like 18 bits.
It's a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we already came up with Trust Fund Batman and Alfred's hiring actors. And now it's just insane Batman. He's just sharpieing a mask on his face. People are like, is that Bruce Wayne? I'm Batman!
We should send the writer multiple different thank you notes with handwritten links to the podcast. He's like, thank you.
Magazine letters.
yeah.
But we have to also get magazine underlined so he knows it's a link.
It's a link.
It's almost like Into the Spider-Verse, but the Batman version.
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
It'll just be a bunch of shitty, retarded Batman.
I mean, honestly, the only casting you can do on this is Pete Holmes.
I was gonna go with Jeff Daniels.
The Pete Holmes, the bad man.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh,
Batman.
poor little guys all just took it out.
Stop looking at me. What's this on your planet?
All right, moving in. Moving on, not moving in.
Moving into Bruce's apartment.
This is my back, hey. Huge flowchart. Gotham's crime organizations, people's names, rank, jobs, and police involvement. Pictures of Loeb and Estrada hang from the wall with duct tape. Crime-fighting gear lays piled on the tables. And is that Chi-Chi's paper department store bag of money?
You tell me.
In a series of metal lockers, we can see the progression of Bruce's suits, belts, weapons, and disguises. Some broken, many caked with blood. What do you mean the progression? Oh, I keep my old suit here, but then I got a new one, so I moved into the next locker. And every time I upgrade, I just go to a different locker, and I leave the old one.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't actually upgrade the belt. He's like, I need 2 more holes in the next one. He just leaves that one on the floor and builds a completely new belt.
Let me show you my trophy room. It's just a bunch of lockers.
He's leaving a lot of blood evidence everywhere because every time they describe it, it's like he's just bleeding everywhere. Like somebody's like, "Oh, this is his blood." Like he just well, there's not a good cop
in a
this
movie when the FBI finds the serial killer's apartment and they have like a box of ears in the fridge that match perfectly with the dead people that are all missing ears. This is that.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is just the perfect, like, gift-wrapped
right.
bat evidence pile. He is terrible at his job. He's terrible at every job.
I was about to say, he's not even showed up to work lately.
I've been moving scrap around.
With bombs.
I've been setting bombs off in the middle of Gotham. Strangely, no one's noticed.
Nobody's noticed.
Little Al finds the Batman lying unconscious on the floor. He's lost a lot of blood.
See, there it is again. So much blood.
I haven't lost it. It's over there.
He's quite possibly the
I
worst
just left it in the
superhero.
car.
I left it in the car. Couple pints here and there.
Where did my blood go?
Interior, the Batman's lair. Hours later. Bruce comes around in his bed. His eyes flutter and then snap open. He's momentarily confused. Little Al sits nearby drinking a coffee.
You didn't call the police?
Nope. Bruce looks at his bandages. Not a bad job at all. He tries to sit up. Too painful. Settle down, boy. Let me tell you something. I got a monologue.
Here you go. Shape up, shape up.
I seen a lot of people get cut all to pieces in the jungle. And he better not mean the literal jungle. I will shit.
Maybe it's Vietnam.
It's probably Nam, yeah.
Oh yeah. Could be. And after, I seen even more come home all cut up on the inside. Now, they trained me to heal a man on the outside with bandages and thread. But there ain't nothing anyone can do for those wounds on the inside. You just stay the hell out of the way and hope they sort it out for themselves. I've been wondering when you were gonna go off. But this is something else. You know, it's a lucky thing we the same blood type. Little Al holds up his arm. He's got a transfusion hose going from it into Bruce.
That's not how that works.
This is how he frames Little Al for murders.
Yeah.
Like he cuts himself. The transfusion is his blood. He's like, oh! Little Al did it.
If we weren't, I'd have had to take you to the hospital. And they would have thrown your ass in Arkham Asylum.
Oh, they said it.
I mean, yeah, this dude is fucking insane.
He's nuts.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. He's not okay. Well, Batman's
Okay,
already insane.
here's no.
Batman is only insane. Like, people don't be like, oh, Batman's insane. It's because he has tons of money.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, Batman is insane, but not like this. This is like, if this Batman in this script goes up against the Joker, the Joker's only response is, ooh, that's too much. I'm gonna get a job.
And he just chasing him. Eat a dick, clown.
Like, the Joker would literally just be, whoo, but that's too much crazy for me. I gotta back away. You know, like...
He's like reaching through the bars and locking the key. He's like throwing the key over there. I'm in jail, Batman!
I'm just gonna lock myself.
He just fucking just straight stabs the Joker, and then he's laying on the ground. He just like takes his flower off. He's like,
this isn't how this was supposed to go.
now I'm pretty.
Interior, Arkham Asylum, afternoon. Gordon follows an orderly through the large, time-worn Victorian building. Strange sounds emanate from the doors lining the hallways. Whimpering, giggling, sobbing. That's better. A pair of orderlies pass, wheeling a young, very pale man in a straitjacket.
Oh shit!
He has greenish hair.
Oh no!
Sean Stradamus strikes again!
Holy
So there's a Joker already in lockup before Batman even started his crusade on crime.
Is it fucking weird that I want this?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
want
I
this
want to know what
happen.
this Joker looks like.
Because it could just be cool. Like, it's just two psychopaths fucking
Yeah.
duking it out. Like,
Yeah.
just tons of fucking... They're just cutting shit out of each other in the street. And everybody's just, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
There's a hockey man and a clown and fighting in the middle of the fucking street.
Sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. Like, as a shot, right? Like, as
Yeah,
a shot, it's
no.
just them be like...
Especially if like they just keep going.
Yeah.
It's like through a whole night and they like battle.
But you know what it
through the
sounds
city,
like?
Mm.
It sounds like the fucking biggest like viral YouTube video. Like someone's just cell phone
Yeah.
footage.
Yeah.
Hockey man and Pennywise fight in the street. Nobody knows their names because they don't have any
Yeah,
lore.
yeah.
He's never established himself as Batman. Like, oh shit, it's that guy.
Straitjacket. He has greenish hair. Orderly number 1. You're joking. Gordon watches them go by before knocking on an office door marked Dr. Patricia Holcomb, MD, PhD, Director. Interior, Patricia Holcomb's office. Afternoon. Patricia Holcomb is a handsome woman, reaching early middle age with all the dignity that could be expected of someone who spends their lives surrounded by the criminally insane.
Thank you for seeing me, Doctor. I'll try not to take up too much of your time.
Not at all, Detective. I've been following your vigilante case with some interest. An intriguing mind. I look forward to hosting it, if that's possible.
You say that if it's. Oh my gosh.
He can't talk with a gun in his mouth.
I gotta get a new gun.
he's like, you say that. Here we go.
You say that as if you don't think we're gonna catch him.
There you go.
I'm not sure you can. Not alive, anyway. I've read the file you sent over. They describe a man who inhabits a delusional world of great danger and violence.
Danger and violence. Sounds about right for the East End.
Ah, but this mind inhabits a world more horrible than East End. A world so threatening and dangerous that it's had to create a new persona, a new identity to cope.
This guy's become a demon in order to fight his demons.
Exactly. Would you like a job as a doctor at this fine establishment, sir?
My mustache would.
Do I solve anything with a gun?
How about this knife? How about a bat?
I'm a good cop.
I'm a bat.
Oh, I'm waiting for that. Is the Batman to, like, instead of batarangs, he just has pouches with bats in them.
Those little tiny bats.
I want him to get the shit kicked out of him so bad that he stumbles into the fucking GCPD and he's just all bloody, like on crutches and shit. He's like, "Where's Gordon?" And he goes up to Gordon. He just lays a fucking bloody application. Like, what kind of benefits you guys got?
Really interested in the medical? Exactly. Now, normally, this kind of delusion represents the terminal stage of a suicidal psychosis.
He's trying to kill himself?
Yes and no. Something is keeping it going. A quest or a mission of some sort. Much like the Crusaders in ancient Europe who were capable of great feats by virtue of their belief or faith. Ancient Europe?
You mean flying? X-ray vision?
Nothing like that, I assure you. More like mothers lifting cars off children during emergencies. Or even monks and yogis whose faith allows them to do incredible things with their bodies.
So how do I catch him before his faith does any more great feats to the citizens of this city?
I'm afraid that's your problem, Detective. My job is knowing what makes them tick, not what makes them run. I will tell you this, though. That mind is starting to enjoy its work. It's capable of anything.
Come on, Doctor. What do I DQ? How do I stop him before he kills someone?
I suppose you strike at the weaknesses. What is this great delusion protecting? It didn't just come into being overnight. It started long ago with a young boy being terribly, terribly hurt.
Huh.
It's the only way this can have started. I would guess that maybe his parents were murdered. Probably somewhere on 47th Street. Probably by that old cat house across from the scrapyard. Try there.
So I've never been. Normally, this is Sean's shtick to point out like wrong words and stuff like that, and I think your mind fixed it. But and at one of the Dr. Holcombs right before it says, "I'm afraid that's your problem, Detective." It actually says, "My job is knowing what makes them thick, not what makes them run."
It does say thick.
And so you fixed it, said tick, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, I can't wait till they get done. It's like, I gotta know what makes them thick.
That's a thick boy right there.
Not what makes them run.
Cardio doesn't make them thick.
That doesn't make 'em thick.
Batman a snack.
That's my favorite thing. I just had to do that. I know that's Sean's gig normally, but I had to point that one out.
Anyway, sorry.
Why did Gordon say, "What do I DQ"? Is it
I
supposed
think
to be
I think it's
do?
do, and I think that
It
the
goes
O,
with-
I think the O is underlined,
It
but the
go-
D isn't.
It goes with thick if they're going to Dairy Queen.
Oh no, that's not underlined.
What do you
That's-
DQ?
That's for sure a Q.
He's just there with a
Chicken tender
he's just there
basket.
with a blizzard, like, oh,
it doesn't come out.
It's like this city. You turn it upside down and nothing shakes out.
It started long ago
The Bat Buster Parfait.
with a young boy being terribly, terribly hurt.
Huh. Interesting. Thank you, Doctor.
Gordon stands to go.
Table Reads will return after this brief word from our sponsors.
What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here, and if you like old cartoons and watching online reviewers dissect them, then you probably said the same thing I did about 2 years ago. Hey, what the fuck?
Here, watch your language, bud.
Every Saturday morning, I do a brand new commentary of a Warner Brothers short. All throughout the month, I do video essays examining the history of these cartoons. Catch my videos on youtube.com/FerrisWheelhouse2, or just use the hashtag Looney Tunes Critic. And now, here's Eric Bauza, the new voice of Bugs Bunny.
You've been listening to the Looney Tunes critic. Ain't he a stinker?
Lights, camera, action.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Now, back to Table Reads.
I don't know if we've ever had such a hard time staying on a script.
That was 6 pages. We're normally at least like 8 or 9 deep by the break.
Oh yeah, like the first couple of episodes we did of this script, I was like, we are cruising
Yeah, we
through
were
this.
hanging on it.
And now it's just lots of asides. Anyone who listens to this show because they like hearing us read the scripts is very frustrated today.
No,
They've
this is
tuned out.
unsubscribe,
They've tuned
yeah.
out today.
They're ruining Batman by talking about Batman, but not reading Batman.
I have to say, though, you know, I listen back to the episodes before I post them, and it's a good thing I do, because nobody cares about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. One of the parts that we did last week, for some reason, after we came back from the break, none of Jeff's mic.
Oh.
The audio existed. I just had to replace the file. For some reason, when it exported to one thing,
Okay.
the second half didn't do your mic at all.
That's weird.
So,
Is it my fault?
So we just heard you sort of on other mics like this in the background talking.
like you're in a submarine or something.
Yeah, we just heard him in the background talking, like through our mics bleed a little bit. And I was like, oh shit.
I gotta reread. Once y'all go to the bathroom, I gotta reread all the lines I did so he can edit it in.
But I fixed it. Anyway, when listening back, I laughed real hard, mostly at you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Fade in.
I think.
Exterior, Arkham Asylum, parking lot. Moments later. Gordon, lost in thought, digs for his keys. He's startled by Janet selling. Janet selling what?
Mary Kay.
Detective Gordon! Detective Gordon! Wait a second. Janet Selling, Channel 1 News. Can I have a word with you?
Sorry, I'm in a rush here.
It'll only take a second. I want to ask about...
How did she get onto the news with that grating, irritating voice?
She's got...
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Channel 1 is a Fox affiliate.
I didn't even say anything. I waited. Sean filled that shit in.
Oh, I should have done like a Nancy Grace. It'll only take a second.
Oh, I love it.
I want to ask you about allegations of corruption in the precinct. I'm hoping you'll corroborate some of the rumors I've been hearing.
I really am.
I want to ask you about corrupt cops. I'm hoping you won't shoot me in the face.
I really am in a hurry.
A hurry to what? Chase a mental case? Doesn't it anger you that you've been put out to pasture while all through the department corruption is running rampant?
No question mark. Gordon spins on her, furious, then catches himself and smiles.
Bitch!
She got him.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Gotcha journalism.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Selling smiles and takes out a notepad. Exterior, Gotham Justice Building, night. The Batman climbs up a black iron drain spout in the rain. It's dirty, slippery, dangerous work. You don't look badass climbing a drain spout.
He's like a really big itsy bitsy spider.
Itsy bitsy Batman.
It fits.
Do you think, and I'm just spitballing here, do you think that Frank Miller was offered too much money to turn this down, but decided to use it as an opportunity to get people to stop asking him to write Batman shit?
He just wrote something so not Batman. He's like, that's my best. It's just not even a Batman story. He's like, it's the best I got.
This is, he was just writing a sequel to Falling Down and did a search and replace.
Yeah, it's Batman instead of Nathan. Like, replace all Nathan with Bat-Man. So he had to do Bat- because all the other ones are Criminal Man, Skinhead Man.
For links to the script, look in the description.
Yeah.
Falling Down.
Good plug. Oh, can we do that next?
Well, I can subscribe.
We can't do Falling Down.
'Cause
It was a movie.
It got made.
There's so many rules to this podcast.
I know, right?
That's the only one. Is it a movie? Yes. Can't do it.
Shit.
Is it a not movie? No? Yes? Wait, then we can do it. I don't know.
The only reason that rules here is because Sean hates movies. He wants to read things that weren't made.
We're gonna start another.
That's
another
adding to the
one.
lore where we only read scripts.
Table
that
reads
movies
only
were
movies
made.
that were made. Sounds like the shittiest podcast ever. You want to see the shitty version of the movie?
And people can just dub us over in the movies.
We're reading like really great movies as if they're terrible.
It's like Mystery Science Theater, but like that's not a bad idea.
No, there we go.
I've often, when full of hubris, compared this podcast to like Mystery Science Theater having a baby with How Did This Get Made?
There you go.
Sure, yeah.
That's not hubris. That's accurate.
Thanks. Gotham City spreads out, glittering and twinkling far below. Now I just want to hear Batman go, Gotham City lays before me, twinkling,
Glittering. Ow.
I'm still tripping balls from that syringe.
I got glitter in my wounds.
Interior, Gotham City Justice Building, Loeb's office, night. Loeb sits in a red leather club chair drinking brandy as Mayor No One paces the room. It's noon, but it's spelled no one, for anyone that's curious. Wait, how was his voice?
You were
Oh, yeah.
the Charlie, yeah.
You see Channel 1 News? They just ran a big police corruption story. Someone's talking. It's that damn Gordon, I'm telling you.
We're going to have to take drastic measures with that detective. But right now, we've got bigger problems. Our friends in the street are making some seriously unhappy noises about this vigilante.
For Christ's sake, Jillian, things are slipping into chaos. What's going on around here?
I don't know exactly for now. Our boys on the force are keeping our associates calm. But I'd like to meet face to face. Let them air their concerns and do a little damage control.
Sounds like you're talking about one of your parties.
Yeah. I talked to Estrada. He'll bring some girls.
All his girls are so prissy.
Don't worry. I know you'll like them. More assertive. We'll find you a party favor. I'll see to it myself. And by the way, here.
Loeb tosses a yellow envelope like the one Flash tried to give to Gordon, only fatter, at the mayor.
The precinct guys wanted you to have this.
The mayor flips through it, smiles. We pan out the window to exterior, Gotham Justice Building, moments later. Again, I love that the bribery envelopes are color-coded.
Yeah. Yellow is good.
Exterior, Gotham... a large gargoyle sits hunched on the granite facade of the Justice Building. Oh, is it gonna move and end up being Batman? Also, is Selina gonna be the prostitute at this party?
It only moves at night. It turns back into a gargoyle.
This
during
isn't
the day.
even foreshadowing. This is 3-shadowing. This is
Whoa.
terrible.
Not enough shadowing.
Wrapped in his cape, the Batman remains unmoving in the cold, pouring rain. I saw pigeons and I just immediately thought that they were like just shitting on him. Pigeons walk around on the ledge next to him, cooing and pecking at bird excrements and smog fallout. Smog fallout? Are there bits of shit in fog that birds can peck at?
Ow!
Answer me, internet. I want to know. A wire runs along the ledge, leading to a small contact microphone attached to the window. The Batman grins.
Oh boy! I would want to do it in one take. Fuck! Oh boy! We've been invited.
Come on. Get your bat face on.
Sorry, yeah, grinning. Oh boy! We've been invited to a party.
He reels in his contact mic. Interior, Harvey Dent's office, morning. Gordon bursts in, interrupting. It's becoming a pattern with these two. What's up, Jim? You look terrible.
My office was ransacked. They were at my apartment, too. Broke the locks, tossed the place. They tried to make it look like burglars, but I think it was Flask and his crew looking for my file.
I'm not surprised. After that news story, you're likely to be public enemy number 1 to those guys. In fact, the file may be the only thing keeping you alive at this point.
Great, because they found it, and they took it.
Here, sit down, have some coffee. You gotta get out of town, disappear for a while.
Right. I'll go up to the cabin in the woods and die of multiple accidental hunting gunshot wounds to the back.
Jesus, calm down, Jim. Just take it easy. There has to be something you can do.
Nope. It's business as usual for me. I play the good soldier, stay low, and hunt for my Batman.
They don't want you to catch the vigilante. They would give you some manpower if they did. And when you capture the guy, they're gonna crucify you on the news. This guy's becoming a saint to some people.
He's a terrorist, Harvey. A dangerous psychopath. Who knows how far he'll take his personal war on crime.
Yeah, it's really scary to think how far a guy will go to get to rid this town of crime. Dent meant that as a jab, but Gordon missed it. Exterior, on Gordon being a clueless fuckwad, cut to. Exterior, Franklin Street, night. A limo rolls through the darkened street. As it passes, nasty, skanky whores fly into a frenzy.
What does that look like?
I think I know what it looks like.
A lot of heels.
One time when I was 18 years old, I was walking down the street in a bad neighborhood, and there was a woman sitting on the little window ledge in front of a storefront with her hand on her, with her chin on her hand like this, and she just goes, "Hey boy, how old you is?"
What the fuck?
And I told her 18. She went, 18? Man, you look just like a little boy. No, he looked just like a little boy. And there was nobody there next to her.
Oh no! What the fuck? I was gonna go more.
And I walked away while she was just cackling.
This is just a psychologist meeting. Hey
boy, how old you is?
Dr. Hamilton.
I was going with Skanky Horse fly into a frenzy and just going to be like, well, I watched the Super Bowl halftime show too.
Whoa!
It was gonna be womp womp, but he went really deep with it. It's cathartic.
His acting was really good.
No, he did good.
That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, that lady is burned in
I
my
believe
brain.
there were
That
two
is a
people there.
true story. Also, football?
That nasty halftime show.
I don't know nothing about no sports balls. Oh yes. Nasty, skanky whores flying into a frenzy. Thanks, Frank. They desperately prostrate themselves before the car. All but one. She's different. Confident and attractive, where the others twitch and vamp. Pitiful and horrid. It's Selina. She's dressed in knee-high black boots, black leather pants, a leather halter top. She wears her wig and carries a whip. Interior, the limo, night. Loeb assesses Selina.
That one.
And the next thing you know, Selina is inside. Interior, Loeb's mansion, master bedroom, night. Loeb lives in a beautiful old-world mansion, one of the many benefits he's received from his long career of graft. Selina lies on his four-poster bed, in his tacky mirror and silk bedroom.
Make yourself at home, darling. I have some business to attend to. Then I'll introduce you to a good friend of mine. He's eager to meet you.
The moment Loeb leaves, descending the grand staircase, Selina dumps her purse on the bed. Cuffs, whips, rubber ball, and a small camera with a long trigger cord. She finds a hiding place for the camera and strings the cord under the headboard. Then she casually begins to case the place, turns over the ceramics to read the brand, checks out the silver hairbrush. She grabs a satin... Why does Loeb have a silver hairbrush? Is he a Victorian lady?
Maybe he keeps it for his skanky horse.
Maybe he's got a nice head of hair.
Maybe he's got really long pubes.
Yeah. Maybe he's a fairy. Maybe that's how he...
Josh wins.
Well, I was going to say maybe that's how he knows whether ladies are vampires or werewolves. He's like, brush your hair with this. And like, get out!
Bang, 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 bang.
Because everybody knows the best defense against werewolves is yelling, "Get out!"
Well,
Oh, I've been caught. You got me.
I'm police commissioner.
Don't make me turn off the moon.
Shit, he got me. And he gets outside and you just hear the werewolf outside like, he got me.
Leaving little hobo marks. This guy has a silver brush. Beware. She grabs a satin pillowcase and fills it with loot. She peeks through a gilded door. I'm not on crack, right? She peeks through a gilded door. It leads to a staircase. There should be a comma.
Yeah,
It's
that's all.
missing a comma.
That's all
Okay.
wrong.
You know, I can correct thick to tick, but you leave a comma out and I'm fucking at sea. Intrigued, Selina descends to another door that leads to interior, Loeb's private study, night. Selina cautiously enters the room. Interior, living room, Loeb's mansion, night. He's got this huge mansion, and he's like, has anybody seen a whore? She's lost somewhere in the house.
I lost my skanky whore.
Who knows what she's getting up to?
Skank? Oh, skank? Me? She
No,
stole my...
not you.
She left my silver hairbrush.
From here on out, I'm tagging the skanks that I bring into my mansion.
Oh, shit.
With a GPS tag.
Oh,
you know.
my bad. I thought you were
Like a scientist.
branding them. Well, I mean, we're in the dungeon, right?
she's
They're
got
all
a-
about like whips and chains.
She's got a
and
big
branding.
yellow tag hanging off her ear.
The fucking chef finds her, turns her around, and looks at her shoulder
They
like,
said
you're one of Loeb's.
They said skanky, not bovine.
Whoa.
I was thinking more like a turtle or a whale. You know.
I think I stopped listening to what you guys were talking about and was just making my own lore, and then I come back in the middle of it, and y'all are talking about turtles and shit. I'm like, the fuck did I miss?
Like 4 words.
Yeah, no, that's too much. I don't know what's going on.
You just entered like a real brief fugue state.
Who is this? Is that you too?
I love takes a cut.
Wait. Oh, do you guys watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
No.
You should. You're fucking missing out. I can't even tell you, but there was a recent episode I died. Jason Mantzoukas' character has memento disease. And he'll just occasionally, like, in the middle of a conversation go, Where am I? What is this table?
That's a good bit. That's a good character. I like that.
Oh, man. Loeb's mansion, living room. Off-duty cops and gangsters party with Estrada's exotic-looking whores. Drugs in high piles cover silver platters. Estrada talks to Flass by a lion statue. Beautiful women bear trays with expensive liquor. Loeb makes his entrance, followed by Mayor No One. Loeb's guests stand as he takes a glass and clinks it.
Gentlemen, I've brought a guest with me this evening. Mayor No One would like to express his gratitude for the civil way you've all conducted your business these last few years. Isn't that right, Mayor?
Yes, indeed. I am very grateful for the restraint you've shown by keeping your businesses localized to your town. Areas of expertise, and I would like to pledge to you all...
All right, fine. Down to business.
Loeb takes a seat in a big leather club chair by the... Who's in charge here? Because that really seems like Loeb is pulling the strings. Isn't that right, Mayor? Oh, yes! Sure is, boss.
Right?
No one looks around for a chair, finds none, and wanders over toward the bar. But unbeknownst to the party, one more person is in attendance. Oh my god. Now all I can do is picture him, like, with his full, like, hockey gear pads and everything, but a waiter's tuxedo over it, with shit, like, poking out. Carrying a tray.
I like it better if he's in a bikini on top of Olis's outfit, and he's got like makeup painted on top of his mask.
I am a pretty lady.
I am a pretty Batman.
He just has bottles of Listerine that are like labeled as like Jack Daniels and stuff like really expensive liquors.
Exterior, outside in the bushes, night. The Batman has his contact microphone attached to the window of the living room.
Who's in there?
He listens intently to the conversation taking place inside. Interior, living room, Loeb's mansion, night. Loeb holds forth, the center of attention.
Our topic of discussion this evening, the Batman.
I knew it!
You're talking about me. I'm a Batman.
I'm a Batman.
A murmur goes through the gangsters.
Batman, gangsters. I checked the bushes.
While nearby, in interior Loeb's study, night, Selina roots around. She checks out statues, lifts carpets, tosses the odd gold cigar clipper into her pillowcase. Interior, living room, Loeb's mansion, night. Loeb continues.
Gentlemen, I know the Batman has caused some problems for our operations, but this activities must be kept in proper perspective. He is an annoyance, nothing more. A temporary fly in a very rich ointment.
Are you crazy? Do you know how many of my boys that psycho is hospitalized?
It is absolutely preposterous that you would even think about leaving this nutcase to ruin our businesses like this after what he's done to our operations. Meanwhile, Selina continues to rifle through. Interior, Loeb's study, Loeb's mansion, night. She's made her way into the desk drawer. She finds cash, a silver-plated gun. What? A safe deposit box key. Some papers grab her attention. Gordon's. She reads a little bit. Finally, she just dumps the whole drawer, papers and all, into the pillowcase. Interior, living room, Loeb's mansion, night. The arguing continues.
Think of the big picture. Sooner or later, we'll get lucky and someone will put a bullet in this nut. Until then, the media love him. He gives the impression that the city is getting safer.
The men, starting to catch his drift, nod. Exterior, outside in the bushes, night. The Batman has heard all he cares to hear.
I'm over it. I'm better than them. They're never going to shoot me in the nut. Not my nut. It's the only one I got left.
He's about to crash the party with the hand grenade he holds in his
What
fist.
the fuck?
He's 1989 Batman.
He's just in the bushes with a fucking grenade, like,
Say one more bad thing about me.
One more nut joke.
I just want it to be like,
I'll show them who's a nut.
that's what I said. I want it to be like super anticlimactic. I want him to stand up out of the bush and like easily punch a hole in the window and then just shove the grenade. He's like,
Someone's gonna walk outside for a cigarette and just on the patio is gonna be a landmine.
no, he just comes out. He's like,
I've been drinking. Hold this. Ha ha.
he does it. I am at home in the bush.
He's about to crash the party with the hand grenade he holds in his fist. 2 inches from his mouth dangles its circular
Why
pin.
did he pull the pin? Oh no.
No, it's from his mouth. I think it's going toward his mouth to pull. Because you can only pull those pins with your teeth. You can't use your hand.
I see what it is. Okay, yeah. Well, the other one's holding his microphone on. He runs in with the headset on. He's like, I heard what you said.
Suddenly, his head snaps to the side. He's heard something that we haven't. He's not at all pleased. Close-up shot of the pin being replaced. He did pull it out.
He pulled it out. And he put it back. He's like,
You guys are super mean. I heard everything.
I was gonna blow you up with this, but now I'm just gonna beat you with it.
He's using the circular pin as a brass knuckle, like punching dudes with grenades.
I would love to see someone just like bash someone's head in with a grenade.
Using it wrong.
And then pull the pin and drop it in the hole.
Fuck. This is hilarious.
Squish it into the brains.
Oh, fuck.
Interior, living room, Loeb's mansion, night. The conversation continues.
Oh, does it? This war on crime forms the perfect cover for our operations. We don't want to jeopardize them now that the money is really starting to pour in.
Are you sure this wasn't your Nixon voice?
No, there was another guy between Loeb and Mayor No One.
Okay.
There was one more person between that was my Nixon.
Shouts and stomping feet interrupt Loeb's appeal.
Oh, that guy's dead though. I can do.
Interior, Loeb's study, night. 3 armed security guards burst into the room and catch Selina red-handed trying to pry open a locked cabinet. She's tripped in alarm. Hold on. His desk is full of cash, a gun, all the papers he needs to be able to kill Gordon and stop his crusade against them. But something in this cabinet is what's alarmed.
Right. It's for the really greedy thieves. They should have just took the gun, the safe deposit box, and
And all the incriminating
all the other
papers.
important stuff.
He was actually hoping that they'd steal.
These papers can put me behind bars for the rest of my life. I'll just put them in the drawer.
And then the captain's like, you just had to get greedy.
And in there is his issue of Action Comics #1.
Right. It's like, most important thing.
She tripped an alarm. Where was that?
It's right under
Ah, there it is.
129, yeah.
Selina turns and without missing a beat assumes a regal air.
How dare you enter without knocking?
The men look confused as she approaches. Once she is close enough to the guards, she whips off her leather belt and cracks the first one across the face with the buckle, knocking his gun free. Then rips her long nails across the second's face. Interior hallway outside Loeb's study, night. 3 more guards rush toward the door, guns drawn. Well, she has a gun from that unalarmed drawer.
She can't touch it because she's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Interior, Loeb's study. Oh,
Thank you.
the gun just is part of a set.
Yeah.
You know, those hairbrush gun sets that you can get.
Loeb set his mansion up like the Spencer mansion from Resident Evil. Like there's little traps and shit that he has. Like the gun's gonna come in handy later when she has to replace a key with the gun, like so that she can unlock a door.
Oh, and she should start checking in corners now for ammo.
And instead,
And in
there's
green plants.
And then she walks out of the room, and downstairs is just a guy with hockey pads punching people with grenades. It's just, what the fuck is happening?
This is my kind of party.
This is great. And he's just crying, I heard everything.
You made me sadder than my parents dying!
Glad my parents aren't around to hear this.
Daddy! Tell them they can't say that!
Your son, Bruce.
Your
Love
loving,
your son.
Bruce.
Oh, yeah, your loving son, Bruce.
Your loving son, Bruce.
I love how fucking batshit insane this Bruce Wayne is.
This is awesome.
He's the best.
I'm actually digging it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible, but also I love it.
I love it.
This is Mission Impossible. Like, this scene is like Mission Impossible mixed with like...
You mean the first Mission Impossible that didn't make any sense?
No. I'm talking about the fourth one where she was like stealing shit and he was like pretending to be a security advisor and then like hid in the bathtub.
At some point, you'll have to tell me how you managed to remember what happens in which Mission Impossible movie.
I love those fucking movies.
I'm not
They're
saying they're
really
not
good.
good movies. I just don't remember which is which, except for the one that Brad Bird directed.
Oh, you're missing out. There was the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman. That was the best one.
That's the one that Brad Bird directed. That's the one. That's the only one that I remember what happens.
No,
versus which other movie it was in.
I'm talking about the second one because that was the one that John Woo directed. Shit, not the fourth one.
Welcome back to Table Reads, where we talk about other shows that are deep cut esoteric and you don't give a shit about.
Oh,
He put us in our place, Jeff.
he got me.
This is where everybody stops listening.
Well,
Click.
John Woo.
Interior, hallway outside Loeb's study, night. 3 more guards rush toward the doors, guns drawn. Already read that. Interior, Loeb's study, night. They burst in to find Selina securing the 2 guards together in a very complicated and painful looking way with her belt.
Hello, my miserable little pets.
Oh, she's turning.
But
She's
these
turning.
guards aren't falling for it. Bam, 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 bam.
Die, you skanky whore!
What were the other 2 doing?
This is for that detective you killed. Bang, bang.
They open fire. Selina dives behind the desk.
Oh, boo.
Bullets rip into the antique mahogany. The dust settles. The guards laugh and move in for the kill. When suddenly,
Everyone knows that guns work more efficiently when you get closer to the victim. They're useless from far away.
these are close-range guns, see? These are knife guns.
That's a blunderbuss.
Silver.
The dust settles. The guards laugh and move in for the kill. When suddenly,
Werewolf gun.
crash! A black Lincoln Continental smashes into the study, taking out a wall of windows.
What the fuck? This is great. He ran back to the car crying. And then drove like an angry girlfriend into a fucking party.
Chaos, confusion, gunfire, shouts. The back end of the Lincoln fishtails, demolishing the antique desk and 2 guards.
Jesus.
She's behind that desk. So is she now dead?
He's like, the fucking guards are just like pieces laying on the floor. He's like, I knocked them out. Justice has been served.
I knocked them out just as their bodies were coming apart.
They'll regret it when they get up.
They'll live, maybe.
But they'll be smart.
Now there are twice as many bad guys. Oh no!
Fight the upper and lower half. Let's double the bad guy.
Jesus.
Chaos, confusion, gunfire. Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. The front end of the Lincoln screeches to a stop, a wheel an inch from Selina's face. The door of the Lincoln swings open. Selina looks up, stunned to see the Batman standing up through the moonroof of the car.
Why did he open the door and then stand up?
He goes, quick, got him.
He opens the door and stands up to...
This is how I get out.
I never went to prom!
That was so metal.
He holds a black tube. A security guard levels his Uzi at the pair, but before he can get off a shot, Fang! He's hit in the chest with two brass parts attached to thin copper wires. The wires lead to a massive, dripping battery in the car. What is it dripping?
He made a giant fucking taser out of the car battery. That man's dead. He's dead.
The guard flinches and foams at the mouth from the effects of the primitive taser.
Shit.
Get in.
She does.
Why? Why does she do it? Come with me if you want to... Fucking, I don't know, man. It's weird, though.
Come with me if you want to blow up. You can only get in through the moonroof.
This is the lady door.
Your door has thug parts in it. It's stuck.
Thug parts.
She does. Tires squeal. Batman tosses a grenade past her into the study. Grenade clacks across the floor, emitting a sharp, accelerating signal. This ain't no smoke bomb.
Fade out.
That is the best place we could possibly leave off.
Oh,
This ain't no smoke bomb.
This ain't no smoke bomb.
So that's our new band and the first album, Thug Parts. That's the name of our band, and it's called This Ain't No Smoke Bomb.
Fuck
First
me.
track, bring in the bang.
That was
Bang,
that
bang.
was everything I wanted from this script. And the scene's not even done for the people at home. There's more shit going down. We ain't even out of the mansion yet. This is great.
This is good.
Fuck. This is good.
I'm having fun. My face hurts.
Yeah, it does. I'm tired of smiling, goddammit.
But wait, the Joker's coming.
I really hope there's like a cliffhangery ending that sets up the Joker in some way.
That would be cool.
Honestly, I hope it ends with Batman being thrown in Arkham.
It's fucking. It's Joaquin Phoenix's.
And I don't mean Bruce.
Joker laugh.
I mean Batman. Like, I hope he melts his mask onto his face or something fucking extreme.
Yeah.
So, that's this episode, guys. Holy shit, that was a ride.
I loved it.
You know, we're gonna record another episode tonight. So, let's stop all this jibba-jabba. Josh, why don't you tell the fine people where they can find you on the internet and your services?
Come find me on the internet, joshuajbaker.com. I'm a voice actor. I'm a videographer. I'm actually doing a whole hell of a lot of work here in Atlanta lately. Shoot me an email. We can hook up. You can check out my stuff at vimeo.com, Mr. Joshua J. Baker, or joshuajbaker.com.
All of that is true. And you can find Table Reads on the internet at linktree/Table Reads. Also, hey, if you're a fan of superheroes, and why wouldn't you be, you're listening to this, I have a new podcast coming out at some point called Stargirl After Show. It's going to be very different than this. But it's going to be the best podcast you can find that discusses the new CW DC show, Stargirl. Spoilers, I have a little bit of inside info on it. So yeah, give that a listen. I can't tell you when it's going to be out because we don't have a release date for the television show yet. But there's that.
Wait, is there a loophole to your rule where we can find the Stargirl script that didn't get made and read that before it becomes a thing? So we still ride by your rule, but we read something cool?
All the Stargirl scripts got made, I'm afraid.
Wah, wah.
Until I finish writing mine.
Do it, Jeff. Anyway, like and subscribe. Find us everywhere on the internet. Go to the Patreon. You know how podcasts work. Do it. Until then, we'll see you next week, and we will fucking miss you.
This podcast was created by Sean McBee. For more, visit TableReadsPodcast.com. Cut to black.